Have you ever been around people who make you second guess everything you do? Like literally everything you do, they make it look like there's an ulterior motive for which you did it. So they question your intent, then they make you second guess yourself, and then you begin to wonder. Sometimes it pinches off at your self-confidence, and then you walk around on eggshells because you're wondering, am I really that bad? This is not what I was trying to do. If you've experienced that, especially if it's someone that is always within your space or someone that you work with, it can be mentally draining. It can be very exhausting. Sometimes you feel like you're caught in this web or like in this trap that you can't get out of because this person is always there, but somehow you have to be really careful with your expression, with your words, because somehow everything you do has this dark motive or reason for which you did it. How I've been overcoming that, right? I'm going to give you 3 practical ways because this is something that I have had to walk through as a person. It's never easy. It's something that if you've not experienced, you may not understand the feeling. But if you've experienced it, you know that indeed there is nothing more draining. The first thing you want to do is to begin to communicate clearly and document. So as much as possible, remove ambiguity from your communication, especially when you are dealing with a person like that. Try to cut off unnecessary joke, try to cut off unnecessary communication. Keep the communication as essential at what is required. That's one important thing, right? So, and you keep a record of it in terms of this is what I said, this is what you said. Let's remove the ambiguity in trying to interpret or give meaning, a different meaning to what I'm saying. The second thing that helps is, as much as possible as human beings, we don't see our blind spots. That's something that all of us as people, that's why even when you're driving a car, you have to occasionally look back, right? Because you really don't see your blind spots, even though you have the mirror there. It's the same thing with our lives. So sometimes our intention does not quite match the perception that people get of our actions. And that's okay. It doesn't mean that we are bad, and it doesn't mean that they are wrong too. It just means that we need to be intentional about how we relate to people. Listen actively, treat people how they want to be treated. And something that will help you with that is have a couple of confidants in your life who will be very objective with you and tell you the truth. For me, I have a couple of mentors that I can go to and say, this is exactly how it happened. I'm not trying to come here and paint a picture of he said, she said, or I'm the right person. Most of the time, if there are receipts, if there are screenshots, I even want to show it to them to say, this is exactly how it went down, because I'm trying to get an objective opinion. I don't want somebody to say, oh, you're all good, you're all good. You don't grow from that, right? Have people that can give you true and hard feedbacks. It helps. That is how you grow. That people can tell you, oh, okay, no, I think you were right. Or no, I think you could have done this better. And then you tweak things around. The final way to really get away from all of that negativity is keep your distance. The fact that someone is not your friend does not mean that they are your enemy. That's one important thing we need to understand as people. And sometimes we tend to force friendship. And you force friendship and then it becomes exhausting. So you end up carrying someone like a sack of rice when they are holding you like a pack of salt. And every day you are exhausted, you are struggling, you want to fit in, you want to be loved, you want to be accepted. And sometimes on the underlying of some of these things, it could be jealousy, it could be envy, it could just be them dealing with their own life thing that has nothing to do with you. So when you begin to read the energy, get with the program and adjust. Don't force yourself into people's spaces, into if the energy is not the same, keep your distance, keep the conversation at what is required. Because your mental health, let me tell you, it's very, very important. You need to be able to channel your energy on the things that matter to you so that you can retain your creativity and keep moving forward. Again, I'm making my video for one person. If you see it and you get to this point, say hello to me in the comments.